Hello everyone, I am Soumyaranjan Pati. Welcome to Soumya's Diary. Let me read the question for you. The chairman of Bharat Missiles Limited was watching a program on TV wherein the Prime Minister was addressing the nation on necessity of developing a self-reliant India. He subconsciously nodded in agreement and smiled to himself as he mentally reviewed BML's journey in the past 2 decades. BML had admirably progressed from producing first generation anti-tank guided missiles to designing and producing state-of-the-art ATGM weapon systems that would be envy of any army. In reconciliation with his assumptions that the government would probably not alter the status quo of ban on export of military weapon. So there are 2 important points. The first thing is this is important for self-reliant India. And the second thing is that here is a expert who agrees with the view of Honorable Prime Minister. To his surprise, the next day he got a telephone call from the Director General, Ministry of Defence, asking him to discuss the modalities of increasing BML production of ATGMS as there is a possibility of exporting the same to a friendly foreign country. The Director General wanted the chairman to discuss the details with his staff at Delhi next week. So this is another important point, friendly foreign country. 2 days later, at a press conference, the Defence Minister stated that he aims to double the current weapons export level within 5 years. This would give an impetus to the financing the development and manufacturing of indigenous weapons in the country. He also stated that all indigenous arms manufacturing nations have a good record of international arms trade. As a chairman of BML, what are your views on the following points? So the first point is, as an arms exporter of a responsible nation like India, what are the ethical issues involved in arms trade? The second one is, list 5 ethical factors that would influence the decision to sell arms to foreign governments. Now, let's discuss about the moral issues. So the first moral issue is selling arms. Is it necessary to sell arms for gaining economic benefit? I mean, there are various other ways through which economic benefit can be appropriated. We have a lot of options for export. Then why arms? So the next problem is, export to which country? Regimes change as people who form the government change, and every regime gives preference to its own interest. Thus, there is a chance of human right abuse, arms trafficking, and the like issues. However, the liability for misuse still lies with the state where the weapon is manufactured. Moreover, if the technology transfer happens, even the recipient country will get more control over the weapon. The selling country may not check the end use of the product, but the moral liability still lies with the sender country. Then there is a cultural difference. As the society changes, value changes. In our country, we respect child right. The recipient country may not respect. So the end use may vary according to their perceived values. Then there are equipments that can be purchased through licit hand but handed over to illicit hand. It needs to be monitored. So what should be the monitoring mechanism? Legal items that can be used in illegal purpose, how to trace? There are also common items that can be used for both civil and military purpose. In such case, it is tough to discriminate the end use. Now let's discuss about the conditions. That is the second part of the question. So the first point is friendly country. In international arena, every country promotes its self-interest. Sometimes our interest match with others and sometimes it doesn't. Moreover, interest changes over time. So the area of mutual interest may change, however, certain basic interests like promotion of democratic values, respect for international law, they do not change. Thus, we need to filter country on the basis of our interest, and that will promote our domestic industry. Now, the second point is end user norm. There should be end user norm, and these norms should include the following points. For example, the end user should have respect for democratic norms and democratic values. The end user should not engage in armed conflict. There should be intolerance for the organized crime. The end user should use the equipment for defense purpose, not offense purpose. Moreover, the end user to keep record and share the information with us. It will also provide end use certificate. The end user should respect to international human rights and humanitarian laws. Then the next point is socio-economic condition of country. Normally, the weapons are costly. Thus, the recipient country should have sound socio-economic condition so that purchase of arms should not affect sustainable development in that country. For example, maybe we have a friendly country but it doesn't have sound economic condition. Its welfare schemes, anti-poverty measures get affected by purchasing our weapons. That may destabilize peace and harmony in that country. Subsequently, state may lose its fiscal capacity and arms may fall in wrong hand. Then the next one is internal legislation. The country should have legislation for anti-diversional measures. Diversion means transfer of weapon from licit hand to an illicit hand. Anti-diversional measures means appropriate laws and institutions should be there to check the illicit weapon transfer. The brokers should be regulated. The institutions should be there to check arms trafficking. Then the last point is comply international law. The country should be trustworthy as the selling country has a liability on the end use of its weapon. A fact check list should be there for end user country. It should not sell the weapon or its part to other country without prior consultation. The end user should have a good track record of compliance to international human rights and humanitarian laws. It should not indulge in war crime or international grave crime. So that's all for today. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your precious time. If you like the content, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Such value-added content, stay connected to me.